Turn that beat up.
Yeah, load up. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna off them. That's it, don't got time to play. Load up.
Let's carry on. The Perion Perspective, episode number 5. Episode number 5. So we here live with episode number 5. So we got CBS News is reporting that Meta, which is Facebook, right? Facebook is to reinstate Donald Trump on Facebook and Instagram, right? So as soon as I seen this article, I already knew that we're gonna be in for a hell of a year. You know what I mean? We're gonna be in for a hell of a year. It's gonna be, if this happens, just expect the news cycles to get a little bit more hectic. Expect CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all of that shit to turn up. Yeah. So let's see what CBS News has to say about this. Let's see.
In 7 years, you can meet, get married, have kids, get a dog, and still be covered in your Honda certified vehicle. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Gotta
Plus
pay the
factory
bills,
trained
people.
technicians and Honda genuine parts. Search a local Honda dealer today.
All right.
Former President Donald Trump is getting more of his online real estate back. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, says it will reinstate Trump's accounts in the coming weeks. Meta's president of global affairs defended the move in a press release, saying the public should be able to hear what politicians are saying so they can make informed choices. And Trump is still a politician. He's the only person so far to formally declare himself a candidate for the Republican nomination in 2024. Trump used Facebook extensively in 2016 and 2020 to raise money and advertise for his campaign. Meta says Trump's reinstatement comes with new guardrails to deter repeated offenses. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott McFarland joins me now. Scott, remind us why former President Trump was kicked off in the first place.
Yeah, 2 years ago this month, right after January 6th, Facebook called it an extraordinary decision because of extraordinary circumstances. They had criticized his celebration or cheering of some of the January 6th Capitol rioters. They pulled him down after some back and forth, some meetings and discussion. They decided there'd be a 2-year suspension and then a review. The 2 years has expired and they've done their review. But they were always clear, John, as to why they thought he was dangerous, because he was, after January 6th, America was in a sensitive moment, to put it mildly, and they were concerned Donald Trump was fanning flames. But the Facebook Meta executive says now is that times have changed and time has passed. And in their words, the risk has receded. Donald Trump is getting a foothold back on Facebook.
Scott, as somebody who has covered all of the trials related to the riots of January 6th, remind us again about the connection between posts that then President Trump made, the relationship between those posts and those who went to the Capitol on January 6th to try to disrupt the proceedings. Did they listen to what he posted on social media?
Not only did they say they listened, not only did they admit that it was part of their reason, if not their singular reason for being at the Capitol January 6th, but that Donald Trump's social media posts, in fact, are being used as a criminal defense now by some of the accused rioters, saying that they were there at the Capitol under what they characterize as a public authority defense, that Donald Trump authorized them to be at the Capitol and do what they did January 6th, and they cite the social media posts. What's more, I should add, John, I think it's not trivial. Some of these defendants are banned from social media as part of their pretrial release in their January 6th cases. They're not back on Facebook. Donald Trump is.
And briefly, Scott, what are the new guardrails that are going to operate on the former president if he should choose to pick up his accounts again?
What Meta says is if there's any more posts that are denying elections, raising questions about the integrity of elections, or spreading disinformation like QAnon or otherwise, that they'll restrict the reposting of it, the sharing of it, the buying of ads to disseminate it. That could have an impact. But John, if he posts something inflammatory and that Facebook limits it, it's still going to spread organically by users who screen grab it, paraphrase it, quote it, and share it amongst themselves. So we'll see how effective those restrictions are.
Indeed, we will. Scott McFarland, thank you.
All right. So, yeah, Donald Trump is
Dreaming of
going to be
adding something
back.
different to your 2023?
He's going to be back on Facebook and Instagram, guys. So, yeah, he's going to be back in the coming weeks, according to Meta, according to Facebook. Trump's accounts have been suspended since January 2021, when Meta initially banned him indefinitely after finding his post on January 6, 2021, amid the attack on the U.S. Capitol stoked violence and posed a risk to public safety. The announcement comes as Trump ramps up his third presidential campaign, but Meta said Trump will come back to the platform with new guardrails in place to deter repeat offenses. All right, let's stop it right there. So all right. So we already know is the first thing that he's going to post. Like, he's going to post something that's going to get everybody turned up. That's going to get his base riled up. It's going to get things riled up. This is going to be very interesting, to say the least. How quickly that Trump gets banned again. I'll give Trump 6 months. I'll give Trump 6 months of having his Instagram and his Facebook, and he'll be back banned again because of something that he will incite, something that he will say, something, because this is just how he's wired. You know what I'm saying? He's wired in that form of fashion. You know what I mean? Donald Trump, type of person where you give him an inch, he's going to definitely take about 10, 15, 20 miles. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I give him 6 months. I give him 6 months, and he's probably back suspended, right? Now, in the light of his violations, it says he now also faces heightened penalties for repeat offenses, right? Nick Clegg, Meta's president of global affairs, said in the blog post, in the event that Mr. Trump posts further violating content, the content will be removed and he will be suspended for between 1 month and 2 years, depending on the severity of the violation. Okay. Meta indefinitely suspended then President Trump's account after he posted praise for insurrectionists engaging in violence at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. The company then referred the decision to its newly formed oversight board, which upheld the decision but criticized the open nature of the suspension. In response, Meta said it would suspend Trump for 2 years, dating back to the original suspension, and assesses whether he still poses a risk to public safety. Trump has called Meta's ruling to suspend him from the platform an insult to his supporters, claiming the social media site is censoring and silencing him. Last week, Trump's campaign sent a letter to Clegg and Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg asking the company's top executives for a meeting to discuss Trump's prompt reinstatement to the platform. In the letter, which was obtained by CBS News, Trump's lawyers contended that a continued ban of Trump from the platform could be seen as a deliberate effort by the company to silence Mr. Trump's political voice. Reacting to Wednesday's announcement, Trump said such a thing should never happen to a sitting president or anybody else who is not deserving of retribution. Trump has been using his own social media platform, Truth Social, for the last 2 years. Around the same time, Trump was banned from Facebook. He was also banned from Twitter. But billionaire Elon Musk, who took over the platform in 2022, conducted a Twitter poll asking if Trump should be reinstated and then restored his account in November 2022 as per the results of the poll. So let's stop right there. So this past November 2022, he was restored. His Twitter account was restored by Elon Musk, who put up a poll out of all things. He left it to a Twitter poll that was probably tampered with, but he left it up to the Twitter poll to ask if Trump should be reinstated, which is from the outside looking in, is very elementary, is not professional. who would want to leave it up to a poll, you see by, that's basically to allow or disallow a person to use the platform, right? But nevertheless, he did a poll and he reacted on the results of the poll, which wanted Donald Trump back, and he reinstated Donald Trump. So this started in November of 2022, and he was reinstated to Twitter. Now, in a couple of weeks, Donald Trump will be reinstated to Facebook and to Instagram, right? So it's going to get real juicy, guys. It's going to get real juicy. Be prepared to have a lot of alerts on your social media timelines in regards to what Mr. Trump will be posting, because I'm sure whatever he'll be posting, it will be remixed and will be posted, reposted, etc. Right? Even if his account is not able to do the reposting, it's going to be another account that does the reposting. We just know how this thing goes on social media, right? Okay, so going back, at the time, Trump did not seem to indicate whether he would be returning to Twitter, where he once posted several times a day. I don't see a reason for it. They have a lot of problems at Twitter. You see what's going on. I may make it. I may not make it. He said soon after Musk restored his account. His last tweets on the platform are from January 2021. The former president is holding a rally in South Carolina on Saturday. All right, so he's going to hold a rally, and we'll see what happened with that. So yeah, guys, Donald Trump, he's going to be back. We don't know if he's going to actually use the platform. He hasn't really been using the Twitter platform ever since he's gotten reinstated, because again, he has been using his own platform, Truth Social, for the past 2 years. So he might not even have a need to actually use these platforms, right? But it looks like he will still have the option to do so. So it's just January, guys, and we're getting juicy, man. 2023 is going to be real juicy. Real juicy. So Donald Trump is getting back his social media, man. What you guys think about that, man? Yo, this is the Perion Perspective, man. I'm out.